graded and that it's now ready for your viewing. How do you go about actually getting access to the paper, or at least finding out what your grade was? The first thing that you need to do is go back into this assignment Dropbox, and you'll see here I'm back in the same Dropbox that I was when I uploaded my paper to begin with, and you'll see that just the parameters, the start date, when it was due, the post date, and the post date has to do with when the grade is supposed to be posted for you, and you'll see the maximum amount that a person could actually get for this particular assignment. This is not the place where you see your grade. This is not it. To see your grade, you have to go to My Submissions tab again. So click on the My Submissions tab, and you'll see here if there was an option to have more papers turned in at this point, you would see that located here, that more options would be available. So another spot to upload another paper would be available here. But since this paper has been fully submitted, it's been fully graded, you'll notice a few things. First of all, you'll notice immediately that the grade is given. So the grade for this particular paper was a 9 out of 10. You'll see the similarities. This is the report that has to do with plagiarism. So 15% of the paper, there's some similarities between my paper and the resources that Turnitin compares it to. It tells you when the paper was submitted. If the professor had made some comments, it would say here that there are comments that are attached, and you can download the paper here. But I actually want to just look at what the paper and how it was graded. So if I click on the assignment number 1, if I click on that, that's a hot link that actually takes you into Turnitin and to my paper. So you see here, here's my paper, the whole thing. And if I had made comments, if the professor had made comments here, you would see those comments as text here. And you still have access to the originality portion of it. Again, you can see on the right side of the screen here what is original or what is in question, or at least where Turnitin believes that there are some similarities to some other piece that it compares out of its library. But there's another piece, once the paper has been graded, that you need to see here, and it's this piece called Grademark. If you click on Grademark, if your professor has made comments that are linked to specific places on the paper, you would see those comments listed here. But there's one more piece that you need to see, and it's located under this button down here at the bottom of the screen, where you see 8 small squares. This is the grading rubric. So if I click on that, it will tell you how the paper was graded, the rubric, and the amount of points it was awarded for that area. So you'll see here 20% of the grade got an 8 out of 10, and it tells you basically what I was expecting from this particular paper. The information amount, it got an 8 out of 10, and it tells you again what to expect, the way that the grade was assessed. Sources, if you look at the bottom of this particular paper, you'll notice that there are many references that was used for support for this particular paper. So the support got a 1, which gave it a total of 10 points. The organization, you'll notice it also got a 1, and that's because we have it divided up into specific parts. You see the conclusion has a header, and then the body of the paper is divided in and subdivided into different aspects. So the organization reflects someone who has thought through what they've written and makes it easier for folks to follow along. Finally, mechanics, which has to do with grammar, spelling, punctuation errors, and if there were none, that would obviously get the number 1 point, which is worth 10 points. So you'll see here the rubric score was a 9.2, a 92% rubric percentage, which comes to a 9. If it is a 9.5 or above, or if it's a 0.5 or above, the number rounds up to the nearest whole number. So it goes to a 9 in this case. If I had a 9.5, it would have gone to a 10. If it was an 8.9, it would have been a 9, so on and so forth. So that's how you actually get to see how your paper is graded. You get to see what the rubric was and how you stacked up, how your particular work stacked up against the rubric and the pieces that came to give you your grade for that particular paper. Okay, that's how you find your paper, how you see how it was graded, and you see your grades for it.